Ha 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 ha!
Machine Gun Prohibition, Section 1029.
Committee do now rise.
Chairman, I demand a recorded vote.
On April 10, 1986, the 99th Congress, in a wanton act of sedition, infringed on your God-given inalienable rights by adding the Hughes Amendment to the Firearms Owners Protection Act that was subsequently passed into law. Henceforth, the production of new select-fire firearms for the purposes of commercial sale to the public was prohibited. Enter the Hatsan Blitz, a pre-charged pneumatic air rifle with select-fire capability. Air rifles are not recognized by federal law as firearms. Therefore, illegal gun control does not apply. The Blitz operates by pushing a 30 caliber pellet through a 23-inch barrel with an interesting shrouded moderator that scavenges gas to aid with the operation cycle. The rifle is fed by a rotary-style 16-round magazine that is loaded by compressing a spring and filling the pellet ports with projectiles. While this can easily be done by hand, a wind assist can be found mounted in the recesses of the stock. It comes with 2 magazines. Speaking of which, the stock includes an integral sliding cheek riser and a rubber butt pad to reduce felt weight. The Blitz comes with a polymer construction carry handle style combination front and rear sight. However, underneath is an optics rail, and I chose an MRO and an absolute co-witness mount. The power plant of the Blitz is a 580cc bottle located underneath the handguard and includes an integral inline manometer set into the chassis to give a readout of current pressure. The rifle is aired up using a valve stem that inserts into the starboard side of the gun. The end user is able to select between auto and semi with a flick of the thumb on a switch that resembles an upside-down AR selector, and the index finger safety is located just forward of the trigger in the trigger guard for ease of access. All in all, the Blitz is a great answer for anybody who doesn't want to blow $25,000 on a transferable machine gun, and it actually comes in quite light for an air rifle in its class. Let's take it for a spin and see what it can do.
So the Blitz is full auto, and I suppose the first most pertinent question, at least on my mind anyway, is how good of full auto is it? Well, today we're going to find out, and to do that we're going to run it head-to-head against this. If you guys don't recognize this, or if you're new to the channel, this is our full auto machine gun. This is a real powder burning machine gun, and if you guys missed the video on it, I'll have it linked in the description box down below, but it's basically all ballistic advantage. Anyway, it is chambered in 5.56, so first off what we're going to do is get a control with the machine gun and see what a basically M4, M16, something like that is capable of doing, and then we'll shoot the Blitz and compare the cyclic rate. Gonna be loud. And it was.
So first up, our control. And our math comes out to approximately 730 rounds per minute. Now for the Blitz. Survey says 1075. That's nearly 50% faster than a powder burner. As a side note, the machine gun that we used is gassed down because we use it for destructive testing on cans, and the gun is really at the limit of what is controllable in a 5.56 DI gun.
How fast? being that this is an air rifle, it will fire with or without ammunition in it. So don't be alarmed when I do this trigger weight and we get a pop. Okay. That's very surprising to me. I did not expect that kind of weight. It does not feel like that kind of weight. Yeah, right? So due to optic fitment issues because of the magazine on the side interfering with the real estate on the rail, the only thing that I could get to fit that was magnified was my thermal. So I have no idea where this thing is zeroed. I haven't used it as a scope per se, as an actual engagement optic for probably 2 years. I've been using it for a camera, so I have no idea where it's going to hit. So in the interest of being able to hit anything, I've gone ahead and put a door at the end of the range. Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, this thing is, just from guesstimating, this thing is way off. I don't know if we're going to hit the door even. So I shot 2 groups. This is 4 shots at 50, and to be honest, I couldn't really see the black circle because it's not super hot enough today to really make a big enough heat differential between the material of the door and the painted material of the door. So I was kind of shooting a little bit blind. I could see kind of the outline, but not really good enough. But we're gonna measure the group anyway. And I've got 2 inches. This right here is 5 shots at 25 yards, and I could absolutely see the target at 25 yards. So this one I think is a little bit more impressive. Whew, windy. So you guys can do the math on the 100 yards air rifle. For comparison purposes, I've brought out a comparable rifle in 300 blackout. .300 blackout. If you guys want to know about this can, this is the Bowers War Dog. Full video out on that. Link in the description. And into the berm. And this gun does not have full auto. So as you guys can see, big difference there between the pellet and the 220 grain subsonic 300 blackout round. Keep in mind, both of them are going under the sound barrier, so we don't have any of that downrange effect from the bullet breaking the sound barrier. But you can see that there is a major difference between the 2 of them. And I have 2 rounds of 300 blackout left, so we're going to shoot this. And can he hit it? Magazine in. Because the Blitz is a PCP air rifle, there's really no recoil in this gun, which is pretty cool considering the cyclic rate. So we're just going to go to full. I'm just going to hold it like this as little as I can, make sure that we're under the berm. See that? How little recoil there is? I think there's a 3rd burst in there. Yeah. Very, very little recoil. Let's see what that high cyclic rate and low recoil translates to on target. The other thing I would say is the Blitz comes with these accessory mounts on both sides and underneath. I'm assuming presumably for a bipod. I don't know that you really need that. Let's find out. Wanted to walk to the left a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. All right, guys and gals, well, that about wraps it up for us on the Hatsan Blitz. I know this video is dropping during the week of SHOT Show, and because of that, I wanted to keep it short and sweet. I know that you guys have a lot to look at this week, and I greatly appreciate you guys spending some of your time here with the VSO Gun Channel. If you are entertained, please consider hitting that like and share button down below and letting us know about it in the comment section, even if you weren't entertained. It really does help out, and we appreciate you. And I cannot overstate that this is not a firearm. That said, if you guys are intending on attending the SHOT Show, be sure to swing by the Hatsan booth, check out the Blitz and all of the other offerings, including their shotgun line. If you guys see me, be sure to stop me, say hi. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for joining us here today on the VSO Gun Channel, and hopefully we'll see you guys on a future video. Wife's not home, so we're going to dry fire this thing. We're just going to go all the way to full. Here we go. Safety. Holy shit.